Okay. Yo, what up, guys?
What's up?
Yeah. We are Black Hare. We got a brand new CD coming out called Seasons. It's going to be coming out soon. We want to talk to you guys a little bit about that CD. So let's just start with the first song, Breakaway. The lyrics are mostly about getting away from a bad situation. Let's say for me it was getting away from a toxic person who was kind of ruining my life in a way, and
Ruining his life.
and it's just that feeling of being free, and for you it could be maybe a toxic work situation, or or maybe getting away from a job you don't like, or did I just say that?
Yes.
or a city, and
it's about repeating yourself too.
So yeah, it's about repeating yourself. Damn it. So the first time I remember the first time Jared showed me the guitar riff. Jared, when we practice, Jared will sometimes mess around on the guitar and play like a Deftones riff or something to warm up or something. So he played that riff, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Who does that riff? And he's like, I made it up. And I'm like, we gotta use that. I was like, that is sick. And so the first time I heard Breakaway, it was awesome, and it just formed good.
It power morphed. It was like three different songs. It ended up being 3 different songs.
Yeah.
It kept growing up until it got to that point. Let me see. The
original lyrics?
No, the experience with Seasons, man.
Yeah.
Was eye-opening.
Yeah. Definitely.
Totally eye-opening.
Oh, definitely, man.
Realized that we suck. and then
had
we
to follow
had
a click track, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so we entertaining.
It's been a long time since I've done a click track, and let me tell you, I sucked for a while. How many times did I do each song? Like 8 times?
Yeah.
6 to 8 times till we got it right?
8 hours of drumming tracking,
Yeah. So it was like, you guys got to understand, this is more than just the second album. This is, we're trying to. I'm a security risk to your computer.
I just got it.
Anyway, we were trying to put our souls on this one. We actually learned enough about music to try to personify us in the music, and it was a challenge. We learned a lot, though. What about the next song?
Well, also, another thing I want to say about Breakaway is the original lyrics for it. It was actually about, like our previous bassist wrote it, and it was about a strip club. And
Hi, James. James and his strip clubs.
Well, I liked the lyrics a bit, but we realized it didn't fit the song. When we actually sat down and closed our eyes to the instrumental, it's not really a sexy strip club song. It's kind of more about freedom, Anything you guys say?
It's just more of a power hitting good intro metal song, metal grunge song that just kind of, we decided in the end that should be our first single for Seasons. So it just felt good, felt radio friendly. So yeah. So what's the next song?
Let's see. The next song is Syntax. And Jared is actually the proud parent of the lyrics to this song, as well as many other things. So
he surprised me with the lyrics. It was way deeper than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I was like, Jared wrote that?
So
I didn't expect him to come out like that, It's like he came out of the closet to bring his soul to you guys. It was actually quite surprising. But it shows a side of Black Hare that you guys are not used to.
Yeah.
So just beware of that.
So tell us a little about the lyrics, Jared.
Oh, the pressure's on.
Yeah.
No, it's just a song I came up with over a few weeks that was sort of, I've had a few relationships where, the girl was playing some mind games, so I thought, let's just switch around the word syntax with S-Y-N and throw an S-I-N, because you know, it's a little bit demoralizing for the guy when he's trying so hard to win the girl's heart. So I thought I'd throw in that story into the song, and then just saying that it's kind of hurtful or taxing towards the gentleman. Right. So I thought, hey, let's throw in that for a second track. So.
Well, I remember when we made the song, you know, we had songs like, you know, Black Sea and Funny Chunky and Parallax were made. And, you know, I love those songs, but I remember, you know, going in to practice that day and just being like, Jared, let's just make a heavy fucking metal song, dude.
Yeah!
Let's go and make a metal song, something that will make people punch each other in the face, you know.
Win some of those Slayer fans.
Did it work?
Yeah.
It's just going on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's going on YouTube.
Okay,
we'll see
if it works, you guys need to post down below. Okay? Down there. Down there. Okay? Look. Off topic. We like your interactions. Okay? We want, good or bad, we want you to talk to us. You're trying, but you're not. Anyway,
more United States interactions. I mean, Australia's good, you know.
In fact, we actually need to say something about the Hangouts thing. We are going to start opening up a Google Hangout live stream.
All right.
During jam session, so you guys can hear us fuck up, cuss at each other, make fun of each other, do weird things, and you guys can actually say whatever you want. And if you have a song you want to hear, just consider it a couch potato concert.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what we should call it. Couch
potato concert.
Because we went to a lot of couch interviews to get where we are, so. You know.
Yeah.
What? Never mind.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so just understand, you know, you guys need to react with us. We react with you. You guys need to talk back.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Okay, so the next song is Parallax, and the lyrics about Parallax, it's just a song really to get the crowd pumped up, you know. We want to see, you know, crowd interaction, we want to see, you know, mosh pits, and we want to see all that stuff, and it's really just a song to try to, you know, get the crowd to interact, and that's mainly what the lyrics are about, is the live experience, you know, and trying to bring a live experience. And this song was the first song we made for Seasons, actually. It came out right, we started working on it right after the first CD, and actually probably, you know, if we came up with it, you know, a couple weeks earlier, it probably would have been on the first CD. But I'm really glad it came on the second CD, because, I mean, you know, I was singing some old lyrics, you know, that were, you know, just crap, and you know, I just completely changed it. We all changed it, and it completely changed into, you know, something different, something a lot better, and I'm glad it's on the second CD instead of the first.
Yeah, it's one of those live show songs that we expect interaction.
Right.
Again, interaction.
Yeah.
And wasn't that like you used to drink a lot of laxative, Taz, when you were a kid?
Okay. I poop too much, so you know, it happens to drummers. No one cares about us.
Actually, also, the interesting thing was when we were recording and mastering Seasons at Sprout City, the engineer actually said what Parallax can also mean. It's like a weird mathematical thing, like if you were to hold up your thumb and move it eye to eye and go from left eye to right eye, it would move farther if it's closer to your eye than if it's farther away. So I thought that was a crazy definition, but stay in math, kids. Stay in school.
Stay in school, yeah.
Okay, next song.
The next song is Black Sea, our beloved Black Sea.
Oh my God!
I must have recorded. You know, I must have, you know, tried to record that song, I don't even know how many times. And, you know, there was always something wrong with, you know, tempo or, you know, off pitch. And then, you know, it just...
Recorded it twice.
Yeah, it just...
decided to go with the first version.
Yeah, I decided to go with the first version after all, but due to time. But that song it's a challenge, but it does mean a lot to me because it's about being on the road, and it's some of my favorite lyrics I wrote. The whole concept of Black Sea is one time we were driving back home, and one of the guys said, like, whoa, the road looks like a Black Sea. And I'm like, just then I'm like, I'm going to go home, I'm going to write a song about it. And the cool thing is people are going to think it's about being on a Black Sea, but it's actually about being on a road. And I like doing that with lyrics.
More metaphorical, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do more metaphorical type lyrics because it's really cool when you can do that. And, Taz, I believe you came up with the main bass riff.
I'm kidding. Yes.
And we just, he brought it to us. We put our Black Hare spot on it, and it really turned out to be a great song, and it's still one of our most popular songs.
We did close to 30 shows last summer, and let me tell you, dude, it gave us a touch of what touring was going to feel like. Mm-hmm. There's ups and downs. Seasons, the actual name of the album reflects that. If you're into music or you're following music or you want to be a musician, understand that there's going to be highs and lows, man. It's like a fucking Black Sea with big waves. You're going to go up and down. And I think that's the biggest point with that song. Mm-hmm. It's just understand that it's the average that you're going for. You're going to have those extreme highs, those extreme lows, but it's the average of how you feel. Do you enjoy it? Does it affect? Do you love the reaction you get from people when you play your music? Does it touch them? And that's the whole point of playing music live, is to interact, to bring your soul to them, to let them see what you are.
Yeah, and that's a whole. If anyone's wondering how we got the title of Seasons. I was just thinking of how there's different seasons in life. There's seasons. There's times where your life's just gray, and then there's seasons where everything goes wrong. Last year I went through just about every single season in 1 year. It seemed like
I would hope so. That's 4 seasons,
including rehab. No, I'm just kidding.
Rehab?
Oh, no, not rehab. No, my parents divorced, and that pretty much brought every single emotion out in me.
There's 2 songs based on that, isn't there, in the album?
Yeah, there is.
So,
and
what's next, bro?
Okay,
next on the second album.
It's getting too deep.
It's 12 minutes, man. 12 minutes a ticket.
Yeah, I know.
People have ADHD.
They're like, shit.
They're like, God damn it, Black Hare, what the fuck?
We'll make some vines for all those ADHD fans.
Yeah, vines.
We'll go. Black Sea.
What's next? I think Brotherhood Decline.
Brotherhood Decline.
The lyrics of Brotherhood Declined, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's about, the world not acting as brothers. How many times do we, see someone who needs help and just pass them by, and, it's kind of about how cold the world's become and, how sad it is. And this is another song where I think Taz came up with majority of it. During practice.
What happens in Black Hare, it's very simple when it comes to the music process. Someone brings an idea to the table.
Right.
And we spit on it. We all spit on it, and it mixes together, and poof, comes out a song.
Yeah.
Jared has his pants off.
It doesn't really matter where the origin comes from.
Yeah, it's not like one guy creates the whole song, we all put our spin on it.
It's pretty balanced, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's like one guy comes up with an idea, and then we run with it from there.
And it usually takes like 1 to 2 months because Taz keeps changing the beat. But we have patience. I smoke my vanilla cigars.
Well,
and
I'm weird like that. I just can't. I just gotta find the right beat. It's like, no, that's not good. Anyway. So.
Anything else about Brotherhood Decline? Jared, anything you want to say about it? Brotherhood Decline.
It's a good. It kind of reminds me a little of Sex Pistols, a little bit, and of course some of the '90s grunge. So, but then it kind of goes into this waltz for a second. So it's.
My mom says it's her favorite song.
Down too much, man.
Yeah. It's really there's really a lot of breakdowns in the song. So yeah, but yeah. And what's the next song?
He's all like Jared's all like. And
furthermore, the time signature.
Was 5/4, and we went into this one part at tempo 125.
Then I started doing heroin, and we rewrote the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next song is Funny Chunky, and it's
Funky Chunky.
He thinks it's Funky Chunky. We all say it's Funny Chunky.
Chunky.
And
Chunky.
I like chunky peanut butter, but
yeah, the lyrics are really ironic, and it's about like Taz said, it's one of the songs about my parents' divorce, and it's kind of telling the story from one of my parents and one of their side of the story, and it's just a really deep song. Maybe even one. It doesn't even seem like it because it's like it's kind of like the instruments are like upbeat, kind of, but it's lyric wise it's probably one of the deepest songs on the album, if not the deepest. So, and it's a pretty good song.
It's poppy and crickles and crackles on your tongue a little bit.
Yeah, we changed a lot since the first album. It's like we were going down the road and then we just like made a U-turn and went the opposite direction.
Yeah.
The point is with our albums, man, we're just following what feels good.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not like people probably might say this second album might be a little bit less metalish, less heavy. It wasn't really a conscious decision to like, okay, let's go the other way. We just, we play what we feel, and I was, honestly, I was listening to like a lot of like Nirvana and Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam at the time, so I was kind of getting more alternative influence myself on the second album, and so we were just, we're playing what we feel. It's not like we choose a direction and say let's follow it. That's why there's so much variety on the second album,
Yeah, definitely. I like a lot of the 80s metal, 70s metal, so I just thought I'd throw my touch on that, throw my spin on that, mixed with the 90s grunge, and just the rhythms Taz was coming up with, and the riffs. I just thought, it felt good at the time, and the CD pumped out. So,
but not now. He's all like, God damn it. We sound like a freaking pop band now. No. The point is, we play what moves us.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter what genre it is.
It doesn't.
I did not have sexual relations
know,
with
right?
that woman.
No, we really don't want to put ourselves like in a genre because a genre limits you. We don't want to be limited. We want to play what feels right for us.
We've been quoted saying this before. We are Black Hare. We play what moves us.
Right.
And that's the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it. That's cool. You can move on. I mean, you like the first album? Well, guess what? We're actually talking about getting it remastered so we can really re-release it, and you guys can have a professional album of metal, and then we'll just keep moving forward. Okay? Music doesn't. If you don't change, you die. It's that simple.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's still plenty, metal, influences in the second album. There's still touches of metal, but it's, even since the first album, we never really, claimed to be a metal band. We just played what we felt like, and we love heavy stuff, and there's plenty of heavy stuff in this album, but exactly what Taz says, we play what we feel. And so the next song is Turn On the Lights.
Without the fucking.
Yeah, it's just Turn On the Lights.
Turn on the lights.
Where are you going?
Turn on.
Oh, I see what you're doing. The lyrics to Turn On the Lights is it's based on the shooting that happened during the Batman 3 premiere, and it's kind of talking about like it's through the point of the shooter's eyes, and how he's feeling like, what have I become? I turned into a monster.
Where's that, Colorado?
And
yeah, it was Colorado.
Colorado, yeah, and I saw that, and it. They said how he was, a shy guy, and they never expected him to do that. It really motivated me to write a song about it.
It's freaking horrible when things get like that. Our prayers go out to their families.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a real serious song. It's a little demented, but oh well. You got to look at life from the front.
The thing is, especially with the verses, I wanted it to sound demented. I wanted it to sound like a demon was screaming out at me. And so I love that song. I think it turned out well, and I remember that's one of the more metal songs on the album. And it was just an idea that Jared and someone else was coming up with, and we kind of tweaked it and made it Black Hare, and it turned out to be Turn On the Lights, and it's a good song.
Bam.
Pretty melodic in the intro and outro, but then Taz's whore ass, through the rhythm in there. So
yeah,
No, I like the rhythm, honestly. I'm just joking.
I know you are. Yeah, don't worry about me, man. I play double bass. I can play it faster if I wanted to, but honestly, it's not me. I will play a little double bass to make you guys happy if you want. Live shows, you'll catch me doing a lot more double bass, but I wanted everything to sync, so I'm going to play what's organic to the song. So understand that I'm not that type of drummer. Okay.
Yeah.
Understand.
And just so you guys know, there's there is still, for all you guys that love my screaming, don't worry, there's still plenty of screaming in this album, but on this album I really wanted to kind of prove myself as a singer too. On the first album I kind of felt I was, the kid who could scream well and sing all right. I kind of wanted to. I think I just sing still all right, but I think I'm a lot better than the first CD, and that's what I wanted to prove.
Working with some good teachers around here in Eugene. Yeah.
Credit.
Yeah.
You want to give credit?
Marika sure is probably the best vocal coach in Eugene.
Marika, thank you.
Yeah.
Seriously, thank you.
She helped a lot, and. Yeah, so I couldn't have done it without her, and it wouldn't sound anything as good as it does.
People don't understand that a voice is a musical instrument too,
and you got to get it trained.
Yep, and just like with drums, just like with guitar, we had to work our butts off to get to where we're at, and the vocals are exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly the same. You can't just jump on there and scream, and that's the difference, guys. For some of those new bands out there that are getting their feet wet, the vocalist, man, you got to take this shit serious. You got to treat your voice like an instrument.
There's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure and a lot of hard work, and you got to be hard on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, otherwise you're not going to make it. You're just not going to be happy with what comes out.
Yeah, we're just being honest with you guys.
You don't like honesty, you can go to mainstream music.
Yeah, we're not trying to be dicks. Okay. But
I'm not being a dick. I'm just
yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
You offended me. No, I'm kidding.
He's being blunt.
You offended me.
Blunt. All right.
What's the next one?
The last song, is Nightlight, and the the instrumentals for Nightlight. It was originally a song Jared wrote with our friend Phil for their old band Taken by Tigers.
Oh God, yeah.
Drop the TBT bomb.
We gotta let Jared say this one, man. You gotta tell the story of Taken by Tigers and this song.
Oh, okay. Well, Nightlight was originally written by our former vocalist Tim Berg. And
God, with Mr.
You don't have to say their name.
Timothy Berg. He's on Facebook. Look for the picture with the lightning bolts.
Coming down to him from Raiden, from Mortal Kombat or something. No, and my buddy Phil was playing drums, and I was playing guitar, and we thought it was just sort of this little mystical song about walking around downtown at midnight and always having some sort of metaphorical nightlight to come home to. So, but
those were the old lyrics.
Those were the old lyrics. Zachy over here can tell you more about the new lyrics.
The new lyrics, is about kind of when you're focusing on the wrong thing, and when you should be focusing on you're looking away from what you should be looking at. You're going away from what you actually should be doing. And how many times do we let stupid things like fear get in the way of what we want to do, and how many times have we fallen off the right track because we're afraid, of failure. Failure is honestly, fear of failure is usually what, makes failure happen.
And that's the final track of Seasons. But
anything Taz wants to say about Nightlight?
Nightlight was fun to play. I loved playing drums to that song. It's just the feel of it, The bass line, that's not the original bass line. I just kind of slipped down on it, and I thought it would sound cool to be the opposite of Jared. Yeah, and it worked out really good. So understand that this is all about feel, dude. The music process is all about feel. And this whole album pretty much is our way of showing you how much we've grown in the last 2.5 years.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot. Everybody here has learned a lot.
About people,
We're still music noobs.
Yeah.
We're still music noobs in terms of the business and everything. And CDs are old now.
Yeah.
Dude, that makes me feel old,
Oh, yeah.
CDs are old. It's like USBs and MP3s now. But that's the thing. It's like we're going to move forward with the future. We're going to worry less about old school stuff. We're doing our own work. We're actually going to distribute this album through Universal Music Group, and we paid for it. And the biggest reason for that is we want control of our music, because we want to give you the real us, not some mainstream overblown stuff. We
sell
want
out.
Right. We're doing this because we love it.
Yeah.
So some of the work's harder. We might get a manager later on, when we get tired of the business part of it. But in the end, we want to be ourselves. If you guys support us, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You guys are the reason we keep pushing to bring it out. Okay. As for you guys don't mind if I talk about the release, right?
No.
Go for it.
If you want.
I will know the release date within a week. And we will officially announce the release date. But it is 4 to 6 weeks away, estimated.
Yeah.
The album will be digital only at first. If we sell enough digital albums, we might start giving away free copies of the actual
physical ones,
CDs at our shows. So we're going to do less shows this summer. We're going to focus on big festivals, and we're also going to do dive bars that we love, places that we love, that music is still thriving.
Yeah.
And people are there because they love music. We're still going to play at those places because we love to play there, not because we have to. We kind of adopted the no pay to play BS crap. We don't believe in that. So we're trying not to do that. However, we're going to start Google Hangouts. We're going to change a lot of things this year. So hold on to your hats, because we're already halfway through the 3rd album. Already working on it.
Already working on it.
I don't know how we're doing it, but we're just popping songs out left and right. And you guys have any comments about that, you know where to write us.
Yeah.
Okay? We're open. We're open for business. What do you guys have to say about that?
That's pretty good. The very last thing I wanted to say about Nightlight, though, is I just like how it's just so different from the rest of the album, and it's got acoustic guitar, then it's got a real punchy electric chorus, and that's what makes it stand out on the album. And one of my favorite songs on the album, just because it's so different. And
I don't know why, but it just reminds me of like a camp out scene with campers. And
gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, and all of a sudden some horror guy comes through the tent and he's got, he's got a Uzi, he's got a minigun, he's got machetes, and
you're just
yeah.
So
that's my perception. But yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of your little supposed campouts outside in your backyard with your tiki torches.
Yeah.
And your fake Duraflame wood. It's like, yeah,
like,
we're cooking.
The suburban hero.
The suburban hero, man. Yeah,
it's the Green Day song you never heard.
Yes.
Suburban class hero. Yeah.
So, that's our CD, and Taz told you a bunch of exciting news coming up. So, I think that's it. Unless you guys have anything else you want to say, Taz usually has at least another thing.
I just want to say,
Are you saying I can't shut up?
I just want to say thanks for all the people that are listening to us on Refurb Nation, Facebook, YouTube. We're going to keep pumping out videos and songs and albums, so just stay tuned.
Yes.
That's the one thing I really love about our band. I'm going to keep talking. For the fans, man, the people that you know who you are, okay? Thank you. Seriously, you guys are the reason that we keep pushing. I did a little surprise for some fans out there that have been supporting us, and I gave them a little present in their email. Just one song, a little taste of the album. So, understand, we notice the people that, you don't have to go gung-ho crazy, like, support live music! You don't have to do that, okay? You don't have to do that, dude. Just love the music. Say, hey, this is cool. We like it. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. This is awesome. This entertains me. That's all you need to do. You don't need to show up to shows, okay? We understand now. We get it. It was hard for us to accept it, but we get it now, okay? So, I've seen bands that were supposed to be huge, right? 5 people show up.
Mm-hmm. It happens a lot.
It happens all the time. The music scene, in terms of that, is really harsh on musicians. Don't lose hope. It's just you're now focusing on the wrong people. But fans, thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for anyone who's actually watched all 33 minutes of this. Then you are true fans.
We'll make some vines next
time.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace.